Yo, what up guys, it's boy Grtuip. Come to this another formation domination episode. Now, as you guys see by the title, I'm not too sure, I think it is the episode number 13th, which is going to be on the 4-2-4 formation. Now, this formation, I'm pretty sure it is a new formation in the game this year in FIFA 20. Now, I'm gonna be playing the same tactics with this formation. I'm not too sure if it's gonna be beast. It doesn't really look like it will be good, honestly, because only two midfielders doesn't look like it should be good, but you never know in game. These are gonna be the tactics that we're gonna be playing with, so it's gonna be balanced once again on offensive and defensive. The width is gonna be 6, and the width for the attacking is 7. The depth is gonna be 3 in defensive, and the only reason why I have one more width in the attacking is because the only reason why I want width is because I want my wing backs to be able to go up as well. So I want it to go really wide, and you will see in the instructions I have my wingers as to getting behind. So I want it to be getting in behind, whether getting in through the lines or maybe even cutting inside where my wing backs are going back out. And then the defensive, I want it a little bit more narrow so we don't have huge spaces like in between my defense. And then the players in the box, corners and free kicks, they're basically irrelevant. Players in the box and corners are literally the same thing. Headers are literally impossible to score, so I want the less amount of players going up because I don't want to get hit in the counter attack. And free kicks, the same thing. The free kicks, I'd rather just kick the ball, try to go to the top, just shoot it, try to score, than just like doing just like centering and getting hit in the counter attack. I wouldn't do that. But as I said, the 4-2-4, I ain't gonna be playing my defense and be right back Carlos Alberto. My center back be Zakaria Boateng, left back Alphonso Davies. My two center mids, I want Kimmich and Roy Keane. Now I think in this formation, because it's only two center mids, not two DMs, and be two center mids, I think for those two center mids you need players that could attack and could defend and could also distribute the ball really good. So I think in these two center mid positions it will be better to have like Hullet gang players. I know Kimmich is a really good center mid, I think, for this position. Roy Keane I think is not. I think someone like that one storyline R for birthday Bakayoko, just someone who could attack, who could defend and could also distribute the ball really good, I think will be a beast. But obviously we have Roy Keane for chemistry reasons, so we'll see how he works in this formation. We're going to have a Adama Traore out in the right wing, Leroy Sané out on the left wing. My two strikers are going to be striker Bergwijn with the 5-star weak foot on the left, and future stars Osimhen on the right. The instructions, as I said before, we are going to be having balance on my left backs and my right backs, but we are going to be having overlap on them a little bit different, because with this formation I think it's going to be really I actually think with this formation you'll be able to just like choke your opponent out in their side of the field. When I mean choke, I mean like, bro, yeah, I'm gonna have my left backs and right backs going up. We already have 4 forwards already. My 2 center mids, we could pull off like a L1X, make them go up, or just have the ball with them and be driving the ball up. Right there, we already have like 7 players going up, and I think like that, it will be a beast way to just keep constantly pressuring your opponent. It'll be really hard for them to just get out of their box. But I think right away with this formation, I think with the tactics that I have and all that, I think it is going to be a really easy formation to get hit in their counter attack by. So yeah, as I said, my left backs and right backs overlap. My 2 center mids, they'll have us cover center and stay back while attacking, because it's 2 center mids, so I want to play them more as 2 CDMs, because I don't want to get hit in their counter attack. Because if I have them as balanced or get forward or something, I'm literally going to have no midfielders, and someone who comes up with the 4-2, someone who has like a 4-2-3-1, a 4-2-2-2, someone who has more than 2 midfielders, we're done. So that's why I'd rather have them or play them as 2 CDMs. But obviously I still want them to be able to drive the ball up or like distribute the ball really good to my forwards. My right wing and left wing, we are gonna have us getting behind, as I said before, and I want them as balanced, because I do want them to also come down on defense. So like in the defense, I kind of want it to be like a 4-4-2, because obviously with 2 center mids that don't really have that much pace, we're just gonna get rocked. So that's why I'd rather have them as balanced so they could come down. And my 2 strikers, I'm also just going to have us come back on defense. I'm not going to have them as support runs or attacking runs. I just want them to be up there, because I think with 2 strikers, the thing that's beast is one could go down while the one stays up. They could do 1-2s. They could help each other, and they could actually, those 2 could actually just help. Those 2 strikers could make plays by themselves, by those 2 helping each other out. So that's why I want them just having the same tactics, so they could like interact with each other and stuff like that. So yeah, if they both go down, then it'll just be way better for the team defensively. And then in the attack, I just want them in balance, because I want them to have a mixture of like getting in behind or just getting ready to do like a 1-2 or something like that. So those are the tactics we are going to be playing. Roles irrelevant, but yeah, this is going to be the team we are going to be playing with. As I said before, I didn't qualify, or I didn't redeem my points for FUT Champions, so we are going to be playing division rivals. Hopefully we could find a couple of games. So probably most likely we're going to be playing like 3 to 4 games, because it's probably going to take a lot to find a game, but we are going to be playing like 3 or 4 games with those tactics. But before we continue on to the gameplay, if you guys are new to the channel, I would really appreciate it, because help my channel grow by clicking that subscribe button and liking the video. And also click that bell notifications if you guys do want to see more of this, more content. But yeah, as I said, we're gonna go to division rivals, so yeah, I'll be right back with the gameplay and tell you guys if it is gonna be a FUTCHAMPS worthy and its pros and its cons. So I'll be right back with the gameplay. Alright guys, I'm back. So I ended up playing 4 games, 3 games or the whole games, and the 3rd game we got a rage quit like literally like 3 minutes in. We scored a goal right away. The opponent ended up rage quitting, but I think we got, obviously the rage quit was a dub. The last game was a dub. This one was a comeback of dreams. So we won 3 games and I think we lost 1. Now obviously everybody knows, or when you look at this formation, you know it's going to be beast going forward. You have 4 forwards, basically 2 strikers, your right wing, your left wing, your left back and right back. I have them as overlap, so that could count as more attackers. And obviously your center mids, when you have possession, they do like to push up a little bit. And obviously going forward was beast, but you guys will see throughout these games, EA just wasn't letting me score, bro. Like you guys will see. So this one we were losing 2-0. Right here, he ends up getting the ball back. Right there, I pushed my defender up, which was a mistake, and he ends up scoring. Now this is one thing too, because they're not 2 DMs, they're 2 center mids, so they're a little bit more forward. So if you start controlling your center backs and you push them up, you're basically done. But they're all 1-2 right there, ripped me apart, and he ends up scoring. Right here, Bergwijn going through. I don't know what that was, bro. Go back 10 seconds, bro. Go to 0.5 or 0.25 speed. Look at the power that I put on the bar. Nothing. Right here, I don't know if it hit his face. I don't know if it hit his leg. But he ends up blocking it. Going to the second half. Now, this is one thing about this formation as well, bro. When you're down, when you're losing a game, bro, this formation is literally perfect, bro. Because you just have so many people going forward, and that's what you want. And also, this formation, you guys will see like every goal, every single play that I make with my forwards and my midfielders, they're all by counterattacks. And I told you guys in the beginning when I was telling you guys about the squad, this formation right away, it looks, well, right away, this formation, it's a pro and then it's a con of this formation. Counterattacking. You could, with this formation, you could counterattack beastly, bro. Like, counterattacks with this formation, probably one of the best counterattack formations in the game, but it's one of the easiest formations to get counterattacked on, because if your center mids push up, your left back and right back push up, right there you only have 1 center mid max and 2 center backs. That's pretty much it. You come up against someone with Mbappe, someone with mad pace, you're donezo, literally, bro. And see, like, look right there. This is the thing about this formation as well, bro. There's just so many chances you could create with this formation. I think this is one of the fun formations in the game, like one of the few fun formations in the game, because it keeps the game entertaining, because you just have so many chances. And with this formation, because the defensive is not the best, like every game every game is sick, bro, literally, because you're scoring a lot of goals, your opponents are scoring a lot of goals, or your opponent has a lot of chances, you have a lot of chances. And that's the thing, obviously, that this formation, how it plays and how it feels, it's definitely not FUTCHAMPS worthy, bro. Like, you play this in FUTCHAMPS, you're done, bro. Like, you're done. You try to attack like this, maybe this as a FUTCHAMPS formation, maybe when you're losing, probably, but definitely when the game's just started or you're winning, I wouldn't play this formation, bro, because you're just gonna risk so much in the back. Obviously, you are gonna have a lot of chances, so maybe if you're confident. And this is one thing about this formation that I have. So obviously, I have Boateng, I have Zakaria, and then Kimmich, Keane. So I have pretty good defenders. So obviously that helps me out. That, you know, Boateng and Zakaria have really good pace. So if you have really good defenders, that's beast, because then you could be secure that, all right, so if I attack, if I have put all these numbers forward, I don't have to really worry about it because I have really good center backs. And that's one thing about this formation. Right there, I started shushing him because he was wasting time. He was just passing through the back. So last minute winner, I had to shush him, and we do end up winning the game. And obviously I have good attackers as well, so this is one thing. But obviously I don't. The thing about this formation, the pros. So let me just scratch or put everything that I just said aside. Pros and its cons. The pros obviously is the attacking. Pretty much it. The midfield, bro, it's not even that good. The con, for sure, midfielders, because they're not CDMs, they're not cams, they just stay in the middle. So what does that mean? You have a lot of space in between your center mids and your strikers. You have a lot of space between your center mids and your center backs, and that's a problem as well, especially when you're trying to counterattack, trying to link up the play, and especially if you're getting hit on a counterattack, you want your CDMs or your center mids to play more as CDMs and try to cover those spaces so you won't have to be forced to control your center backs. So once you control your center backs with this and you pull them out of position, basically you're conceded a goal right there already. The defense is pretty good. I think it would be better if I would have my left back and right back as stay back while attacking. But then obviously this formation, I think you could have put your left back and right back as stay back while attacking. It would be more secure in the back, but it would take away a lot of going forward, because you have your left back, left wing, right wing striker, your two strikers, maybe even one center mid going up. This formation I think is perfect for counterattacking, and it's perfect for like the tactic that I wanted to put, but I didn't end up putting it because I think it will be a little bit too risky, especially if you get hit in a counterattack. Constant pressure, because you have so many people going forward, and once you put that constant pressure, obviously I didn't put it because I was kind of scared to do it because it is risky. But if you do pull it off, bro, you're just gonna overflood your opponent's defense midfield that they're not able to go out. You guys will see a couple of chances that we had. Some of them we scored, some of them we didn't. Were just by recovering the ball quick and just playing it quickly, or just overflooding my opponent's half. We intercept the ball or we tackle the ball, and then we ended up having a chance, and that's that. Obviously, you guys see through the gameplay, we did miss a lot of chances that I think we should have scored. But yeah, you're always gonna have chances with this. Obviously, your opponents are gonna have a lot of chances with them as well. As I said before, this formation is definitely not FUTCHAMPS worthy, bro. You get into a game with this, especially with a really good player, or just even someone the same level as you, you're done, because as I said, your midfield is definitely vulnerable, your defense is vulnerable, and then your strikers, obviously you have a lot of people forward, so that's good. Obviously another pro about this formation, your two strikers, obviously that's one of the pros in the 4-1-2-1-2. Your two strikers, you could do 1-2s, you could play off each other, the both of them could be getting in behind, and your right wing and left wing could just be bombing up the wing, cutting inside. And you guys will see in a couple of times where I have the ball, my opponents don't even know what to do, because they don't know if I'm gonna pass it out wide to my right wing, or just a little bit out wide to my right striker, or to my left striker, or to my left wing. You got one of these center mids going in. You got your right back and left back going in behind as well. Like this guy, he just ended up backing out after I scored. He didn't even know how to defend against so many forwards, because you could literally sweat it so many times. You could see, like, literally all of my goals were, or most of my goals were literally like just sweating the ball, because you're always gonna have that one guy getting ready to sweat the ball. And I think that's a pro too, because I think it was the last game, a guy, because you're always gonna have that one, either your right wing, your left wing, your striker. You're always gonna have two players going forward at the same time. So what does that happen? Either your opponent comes out with the defense and try to bite you, and you could just through ball the ball, or he's just gonna try to read the ball, and what that's gonna do is just gonna open a lot of space. Like right here, he opens a lot of space. Osimhen goes through. Bergwijn coming in behind, sweat it. And this is one thing, bro. Attacking with this formation is perfect. I think counter-attacking is perfect. Just over flooding the ball is perfect. And I think if you just want to have a fun game of FIFA, you're trying to, just play different. You're trying to have quick football. Like when I mean quick football, I mean quick football, like a Liverpool type football. You should use this formation, bro. I think this formation is a sick formation, and it's a fun formation. I think all you guys should definitely try this out for division rivals, because it's just fun. You just have so many chances, and then they're always close games, bro. Especially if you're losing, they're always close games, and especially if you're winning, bro. If you're winning and you don't really care about the score, it's one of the best formations, because you just have so many runs, so many plays you could do that your opponent literally doesn't even know what to do. Some of them just rage quit, some of them give up, and then some of them, like in the second game where we lost, like I had a 4-2-3-1, which is for me the best formation in the game. And that's what I'm saying, with this in FUT Champions, everybody's gonna be tryharding. Everybody's gonna have the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, the 4-2-2-2, the 4-2-3-1, and those formations, what they have is a lot of center mids. You have in the 4-1-2-1-2, you have your CDM, your cam, your two center mids. In the 4-2-2, in the 4-2-2, you have your two CDMs, your two cams. In the 4-2-3-1, you have your two CDMs and three cams. And this one, they don't have any cams, they don't have any CDMs, they have center mids. And that's why I think this formation is definitely not FUTCHAMPS worthy, because there's just so many formations that would just absolutely demolish this guy. Because I think this game, your midfielders are the most important players in the game, because if you control the midfield, you basically control the game. You manipulate the pace of the game, and then you could just create so many chances, especially if your opponents don't really have a good midfield, or if they have they have little midfield. Like when I mean little midfield, I mean you have 5 midfielders, and then with this formation you have 2. Right there, you're already vulnerable to a lot of counter-attacking. You're just getting demolished in the midfield. Now, obviously, as I said, I didn't try it out, bro, but I think a perfect tactic on this will probably be constant pressure, bro. Probably like constant pressure with like low depth will probably be perfect, because you want all your players to go down, but then constant pressure, what that would do, you're just gonna be over flooding, and that's what I think will be perfect, bro. I probably should have tried that out. Obviously I didn't, but I think it would be perfect. What I say, this formation, as I said before, division rivals, I think all you guys should do, especially if you guys play FUT Champions and you guys are just like overstressed, I think you guys should play this formation. It will just bring back the fun, I think. Like me, I play the 4-2-3-1, which is a little bit try hard, but playing this formation is way more fun. You have a lot of chances. They're always tight games, and I think if you're just looking for a fun game or entertaining game, like a back and forth game, you should definitely try this formation out. But if you're just trying to go try hard, or you guys are just trying to go to better divisions or get good rewards from FUT Champions, then definitely don't use this formation. I think it's different. Not even if you're losing, I'll probably say this formation is good, because I think you're just vulnerable to a lot of stuff. So yeah, I think this formation is a fun formation, but it's not a good formation in terms of like trying to get better in division rivals or better in FUT Champions. But this was the last game, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back to the menus, talk to you guys a little bit more about this formation. So yeah, I'll be right back with the live commentary. Alright guys, I'm back. So this is how I was playing the formation. Now the other thing that I wasn't talking to you guys about in the highlights, your midfielders, Yeah, they definitely have to be hooligan, bro. Because I was playing with Kimmich. He was really good. He was helping out defend a lot. He has pretty decent pace. He could go up and down. He actually has pretty good passing as well. Roy Keane, I think he was well, in this formation, he was just like literally doing nothing. His attacking, his pace isn't that good. His stats going forward is also not good. He doesn't really have good dribbling. He was obviously really good defending, but I think in this formation you need midfielders to be going up and down. And in the last game I actually put in this guy Palacios, who I just packed from that one birthday bag. If you guys haven't seen my RTG, I did do the birthday bag SPC, so you guys should go check that out. But I packed this guy. I had him in there, who's obviously hooligan, 4-star. He's actually really good. I think he almost got an assist, but I think Adama Traore didn't score it. But yeah, having hooligan in the midfield is definitely key for this formation. But yeah, I think this formation, if you just want to have fun in the game, definitely a good formation for that. But if you're just trying to get better at the game, or if this formation is meta, definitely not. I think, obviously, I think it, because it's a weird formation, because it's not, obviously it's not a meta formation, but I think it could be, especially you have like insane defenders and really good midfielders. You could have like constant pressure and just absolutely just be overflooding your opponent's midfield. I think you could do that. Obviously I didn't do that because I think it's way too risky, especially if you're trying to play FUTCHAMPS with division rivals. I think it's way too risky, but as I said, it could be a fun formation. When I say it's a meta formation, no, it's not. When I tell you guys to use it, as I said, use it if you're trying to have fun. But if you're just a regular guy, not trying to, you know, or you're trying to get better at the game, definitely not. There's so many way better formations than this one. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, I would greatly appreciate, hit that like button. But for you guys won't miss out on any other content, click the notification bell and the subscribe button. But it's been your boy TWITCH-grtuip. I'll be back with another video, guys. Peace out.